up for a minute? We gotta get you the fuck out of Dodge, man. We're going to Vegas tonight.
What are you talking about, Vegas?
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
Welcome back, subscribers, and to those new people just happening to stop by, hey, you know what, welcome to you guys too. If you haven't done so, please go ahead and check out the intro video to this little Trip 2 series. You know, it's going to give you a better idea of the concept behind this, how I came up with it, and little bits and pieces about how to run a bubble craps machine and so on and so forth. Anyway, oh boy, it's the second day of my trip. I just got up and boy, last night I don't know, I hung out on Fremont Street and watched the freaks run around and, you know, listen to a concert and, you know, things like that. I just finished up with my buffet. You know, I'm ready to start the day. And as I'm walking out the door, I decided to stop over here at a bubble craps machine. So here we go in a brief second, but I want to give you a rundown of where we're at right now and where I want to go with this. So first of all, in day one, I achieved all my goals. My bankroll is secured. My $450 trip for 3 days, including hotel, airfare, and food, has been paid for. And I have roughly about $200 and some odd dollars left over. Now, it's going to take about $220 basically at this level to go ahead and achieve my next goal. But I don't want to push it. You know what? I want to be comfortable and grateful for where I'm at right now, and I don't want to get greedy with this. Again, I want to have that discipline in my mind to not go crazy with this, not take it for granted, just gently move into the next tier. And that's what I'm going to be doing here in this next hour, is I'm going to make a really good effort to achieve another $200 within an hour's time, and I'm going to add that to make it $400. I might even stretch it one more. Just again, I'd like to have 3 bankrolls saved up before I truly progress on. And this is going to be, again, giving me a comfort of knowing everything is secured, and we're going to do that for the first 2 hours. I'm just going to stick at this level, and then after these first 2 hours of the second day, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to increase just slightly. Why? And my goal, my thought behind this is you're going to get more benefit and more payout on the 6 and the 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to increase that by 1 unit, and then I'll have enough money to go ahead and work at the second unit and have that third unit already on standby waiting to go in case I were to go out at that second level. Now, here's a thought that I had. I'm always thinking. I can't turn my brain off. Anyway, and that is I'm trying to think of a way to avoid that back-to-back loss again after that second tier. And that would be, in order to avoid it, I would have to wait for 2 sections of a 7 out. Or just, in that case, cash out your ticket and know that you have to start off once again at the higher tier for 3 times, or 3 wins, each one at 1 roll. And yeah, I understand a 7 can come at any time. I completely understand that. But the one thing I know in all of my observations of playing craps, and trust me, I've gone through literally thousands of combinations between this and playing the hot bets and, you know, let's go ahead and hedge it with a don't come. And I've gone through all of that stuff and alleviated it because I understand of the, you know, over long periods of time, for example, this is going to grind you out, if you will. So I've gone through all the combinations, but again, I want to go ahead and make sure I can minimize that loss as much as possible. And I think the only way in my mind that you could achieve that is to wait for that 7 out, or wait for 2 sessions of 7 outs to ensure that it's not going to be a series of 7s. Now, again, in my observations, I've found normally that 7s happen in groups. So what I want to do is I want to eliminate those groups. And if you've been playing craps long enough, you'll kind of see how patterns of 7s are going to come in groups. Like one shooter is going to, you know, throw 3 7s and the pass line pays, and then you might go for 1 more, whatever, and they're grouped, and then all of a sudden you get these long rolls, and that's when it generally happens. Now again, does that mean it's going to completely circumvent that 7 from coming up? Absolutely not. because you don't know when that thing's going to come up. But again, I think to prevent that from happening, it's best to just sit back, wait for it to go 2 rounds until a 7, and then start again to kind of alleviate as much as possible the possibility that that 7 is going to hit you for the 3rd time. So anyway, having said that, we're 5 minutes into the video. I'm once again at my goal. I'm technically at house money. So I've taken all my winnings, I've tucked it into my safe. I've gone to the ATM machine and I've deposited it. It's out of my hands. And I'm comfortably sitting down, ready for my first session of the day. So here we go. Go ahead and kind of sit back, watch how I do this, and let's get to the casino, guys. And there you have it, with a little bit of patience, a little bit of sitting back. Again, we're probably at 15 minutes of actual play. You played it right, you stuck to your guns, you stuck to the program, you played it like a machine, and in return, you turned that Bubble Crafts machine into an ATM machine. So anyway, having said that, I'm sure that by following this, you too can have the same success. And I encourage people, hey, you know what? Don't listen to me. I'm just some dude on YouTube. I hope that you would go ahead and test this, practice this for yourself. Grab some dice, get a little piece of cardboard, put some numbers on it, pay the man, and go about the whole way that you would normally do it, of course, with real dice. So anyway, having said that, I'm going to go ahead and end this for my day 2, hour 1 cash out of $50. And with that in mind, I'm going to walk to another casino. I'm going to go ahead and do it all over again and just have a good day. Anyway, with that in mind, You guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Chuktikap.